The Miami Dolphins are heading to Lambeau Field this Thanksgiving night, stepping into one of the NFL's most iconic arenas for a game that carries enormous weight. The frozen air, the roaring fans, the history in every corner of that field, it's a stage set for something special. For the Dolphins, this isn't just another game, it's a statement. A chance to prove they belong in the playoff conversation, to show they're more than their record suggests, and to silence the doubters who wrote them off earlier this season. At 5-6, Miami's season has been a roller coaster. The slow start put them in a hole, but 3 straight wins have turned things around. Momentum is on their side, with Tua Tagovailoa playing at a level that feels electric. His decisions, his poise, his confidence, it's all clicking. And with the defense under Anthony Weaver starting to find its groove, the team looks like it's turning a corner. But this game? This game is different. The Packers aren't just another opponent. At 8-3, they're disciplined, physical, and know how to dominate in the cold. For Miami, this is a test like no other. Josh Jacobs looms large as a threat. He's not just one of the league's best running backs, he's a game changer. With 944 rushing yards and a 4.7-yard average per carry, Jacobs is the kind of player who can break a defense if given the chance. He doesn't just grind out yards, he makes big plays, and he's just as dangerous catching the ball as he is running it. Miami's defense, ranked 9th against the run, will face its toughest challenge yet. There's no room for missed tackles or blown assignments here. The Dolphins have had trouble against elite running backs before. James Cook and Kyren Williams found too much success, exposing cracks in a unit that has otherwise been solid. Against Jacobs, those cracks could become gaping holes if Miami isn't disciplined. The defensive line has to dominate. Zach Sealer and Calais Campbell need to clog the middle, shutting down the lanes Jacobs loves to exploit. And the edge defenders? They have to hold their ground. No over-pursuing, no letting Jacobs bounce outside for big gains. With Anthony Walker Jr. sidelined, linebackers like Tyrell Dotson, Jordan Brooks, and Duke Riley must rise to the occasion. They'll be the difference between limiting Jacobs and letting him take over. Miami's defense will need to gamble a bit, likely stacking the box to contain Jacobs. That puts a lot of pressure on the secondary to hold up against Green Bay's passing attack, but it's a risk worth taking. The Dolphins can't afford to let Jacobs control the tempo of the game. If they can neutralize him, they'll force the Packers into a less comfortable rhythm, creating opportunities to take control. On offense, Miami needs to find balance. Tua is on fire, no doubt about it. His reads, his accuracy, his leadership, it's been a joy to watch. But the Dolphins have leaned heavily on his arm since his return, and that imbalance is starting to show. Earlier in the season, when Tua was out, the run game stepped up in a big way, carrying the offense through tough stretches. That kind of effort is needed again, especially in a game like this. The cold weather, the physicality of Green Bay's defense, this is a night where running the ball isn't just helpful, it's essential. It's not just about piling up rushing yards. Establishing the run helps control the clock, keeps the defense rested, and opens up opportunities for Tua to exploit through the air. Whether it's Raheem Mostert, Jeff Wilson Jr., or both, someone has to step up. The Dolphins have shown they can adjust to what defenses give them, but committing to the run will make everything else flow better. It's about dictating the game, not reacting to it. Defensively, Miami has a golden opportunity in Jordan Love. The Packers' quarterback has been inconsistent this season, showing flashes of potential but also struggling with turnovers. 11 interceptions in 9 games? That's a glaring weakness, and the Dolphins need to exploit it. The pass rush has been revitalized in recent weeks, thanks in large part to Chop Robinson's breakout performances. He's become a force, giving the defensive line the spark it desperately needed. If Robinson and the rest of the pass rush can get to Love early and often, they'll force him into the kind of mistakes that can swing a game. Pressure is the key. It's not just about sacks, it's about making Love uncomfortable, collapsing the pocket, and forcing him to make bad decisions. The Packers' offensive line is solid, but it's not impenetrable. If Miami's defense can win at the line of scrimmage, they can disrupt Green Bay's entire game plan. And with Love prone to turnovers, those disruptions could turn into game-changing plays. This game is more than just a matchup. It's a chance for the Dolphins to prove who they are. The season didn't start the way anyone wanted, and the doubts and criticisms have been loud. But 3 straight wins have changed the narrative. There's a belief in this team again, a sense that they're building something special. A win at Lambeau would solidify that belief, showing the world that Miami isn't just fighting for a playoff spot, they're fighting for respect.